All right. Let's step it back and start with our warm-up. Tripped over my mat and I'm already out of breath. All right, let's go for it. All right, don't forget to set your watch. Oh, I forgot to end mine from earlier. All right, start it into a wide position. Put my little bar on my watch. All right, go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up. Reach down, sit it, and up, down, down, up, up. Good, move through that full range of motion. Feel free to get a little bit lower with each plie. Last one, we're gonna keep it down at the bottom. You can rest those elbows on the knees, press those legs back. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Hips up, hands down. Walk the hands over to each side. Roll it up through the spine. Go ahead and bring it into a nice little jog. Let's get that heart rate up a bit. Go for a jog around the room. Keep it jogging. There we go, fix that. All right, hop those legs out and in. And now you can keep this low impact. Keep it here if you would like. Good, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and bring it up to some calf raises. We are going to squeeze, get those legs warm. Good, we have 3, 2, and 1. Hands up, knees lift. Four, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is your chance. If you have a band, you can throw that on around the thighs or the ankles. We are going to do some lateral walks to warm up those glutes and the sides of those hips. So go ahead and find some space. If you do not have a band with you, that is quite all right. You're going to bring it down into a nice low squat position. Take a step out and in. Out and in, nice and slow. So it's all about the control. Just to warm up those sides of those legs, side to side. Already feeling pretty difficult. And now if you don't have a band member, you're gonna be down here. Somebody's got pizza. That's mean. All right, bring it in. And then we're gonna bring it all the way to center. This is where you're gonna pull that band up around the thighs if it's not already there, if you have one. And we're just gonna do 10 squats for 1. 2, press those knees apart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. Hold it here. Arms extend out. Looking right down between those arms. Think of tucking that tailbone under just a little bit so that back isn't too arched. Woo! I'm feeling weak today. Here we go. Hold it. Pulse it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. you just have a day where everything feels difficult? That's me today. The troopers. All right, step it back. This is where also, if you have your chair or anything to hold on to, you're gonna shift your weight, holding on to something for a little bit of added stability. Right leg is gonna come out and in. If you do not have a band, go ahead and squeeze a little dumbbell behind that knee, and you can do this to the side, just like that. Got a little bit of some longer work periods today. We are gonna go time-based, not just rep-based today. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, switch to the other leg. Give that standing leg a hot second to relax and breathe. Shift the weight over. Soft bend in the standing knee. Nice strong core, shoulders down. Bring it in, up and in, up and in. Good, keep that knee facing forward. We don't want it to turn out at all. We want to target those side glutes. Sometimes it's helpful to put your hand right on your low back and feel that muscle working. Squeeze at the top. Sometimes it'll help engage there a little bit more. All right, we have 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Give it a stretch. Take that band off. If you want, you can take it into a little figure 4 stretch. Bring that leg in, sit it back, give those legs a little stretchy do for those hips. And then grab a sip of water. And then we're gonna put that band back on. And do, oh, took a little. And then do some leg lifts to the front with our band. All right. Same thing if you don't have a band. Feel free to grab some weights and hold them right on the thighs. And that way when you lift your leg, you still have some resistance against that leg. But from here, we're just marching. All right, so from here, arms are gonna come up over the head, just like this. Now be careful when you bring your arms up over your head, because what naturally happens is this, where we arch. So try to bring that tailbone back in line. Think of pointing it down towards the floor, and then bring that rib cage, close it in. Just like that, hold that position there, and now bring that knee up and march. This is one of those exercises where you may not feel like you're doing anything, but internally in those core muscles, all of those muscles wrapping through, along with your hip flexors, are getting some good work, a nice stretch. So not only a leg exercise, but a little bit of a core exercise. And you can level this up by holding a heavy weight over the head. I love doing these with like a 10-pound plate, or if I'm feeling spicy, maybe a 25-pound plate. It's a really good core exercise, as well as a leg exercise. All right, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those arms down. Keep that band on. If you have it, right leg is gonna come out in front. Now a little bit of bend in that leg. Basically the same thing, but on the right leg only, we're just going to lift and lower that leg. Lift, tap, lift, tap. Same thing with that low back, staying nice and flat, making sure that we're not arching. Three, 2, and 1. Left leg. Again, adjust that as needed. Take that band off if you need to. Put that leg out in front. Retuck those hips under. Strong core. Lift it up 1, 2. So strengthening your hip flexors is another great way to improve some strength and flexibility there, as well as stretching them. All right, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Take that band off if you'd like. All right. We're gonna go into some plies on our toes. I'm gonna grab my chair. If you have something to hold on to for a little bit of stability, feel free to grab it now. My little chair. All right. Starting with first position. Yeah. First position, heels together, toes apart. Whoop. Tuck that tailbone, squeeze, squeeze. That's all I'm gonna say, squeeze. Lift as high as you can onto those toes, bring it down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good. Up, down, up, down. A little quicker. Up, up. Keep it going. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Good. We are going to bend those knees. Right about to there. It's going to feel weird. Drop those heels down and stand. We are going to reverse that. So bring it down as low as you can go before those heels start to lift. Feel that stretch in those calves. Hang out here. Take that stretch for 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift the heels. Stand. Lower. Repeat. Bring it down. Lift the heels. Stand it up. And down. Again. Plie. Heels lift. Extend. And lower. That's where that chair is going to help with some stability. Lower. Now, when you get to this top position, make sure those glutes are still tucked under and we're still squeezing. Squeezing for the season. Bring it down. Lift. Up. Lower. We have 2 more. Good job. All right, we're going to take it into a pulse on those little feet. Bring it up. Slide those heels in so that they are touching. And bend those knees back down. Find that position. Spread those toes out on the floor. Retuck. When you retuck that position of the pelvis, you're going to feel a little bit more pressure on those hip flexors. Go ahead and hold here. Shoulders away from the ears. Core is nice and strong. We're holding this position and we are going to bend and bend, just up and down, little pulses, lengthening those quads. We're doing great. I'm not thinking about the pizzas that I just saw walk by about 10 minutes ago. Definitely not thinking about them. Go ahead and keep it going. You should be starting to feel those quads heating up. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those heels down, stand it up, shake it out. We are repeating, unfortunately, in a second position. Same concept. We are going to bring it down. Ooh. Sound effects, always. Lift the heels. Stand. Drop the feet. Bring it down. Lift the heels. Oh, I shake like a chihuahua when I go up there. Lift those heels. Stand. Lower. Down. Lift. Now remember, you can omit that heel lift at any time if it gets to be a little bit too intense. But we got about 15 seconds left. Lower, lift, stand, drop. Lower, lift, stand, drop. Keep those hips tucked under. It's like a million things to remember at once, but we're doing it. Last one. Good, all right. I'm gonna grab my chair. Just a little bit, same thing, bring it to that nice wide second position. Bring it down. Adjust those feet. If you need to have a wider second position, go for it. Sometimes a little bit wider, the deeper that you can go, and you can sit a little bit lower. Shoulders over the hips or the best that you can. Feeling again the stretch here, tucking those hips forward. Out of breath. Hold it. Press through that foot because we are going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right heel lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, left heel, lift it, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and hold. I know. Keep going, keep pulsing. Those quads should be feeling it. We're gonna alternate lifting those heels. You ready? We're gonna go right heel, left heel, right heel, left heel. Keep it lifting. Left, right, left. We are so close. I promise we're almost done. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take a stretch. Nice little quad stretch here. Grab that foot. Nice job. All right. I'm gonna put my chair in front of me. Gonna grab a sip of water. We're gonna do some lunges to the back. So when we do our lunges, stepping back, down and up, notice how when we're in this position, I'm gonna tell you to do a squeeze, a midline squeeze, which sounds like some fluff, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna be down in that position. That bottom leg is just gonna come out and in, and it's only moving about an inch. So it's going out, in, out, in, out, and in. That's about as much movement as we need there. If that doesn't feel right for you, skip it. And just hold that lunge for the rest of the day. Here we go. Just kidding. All right, we're gonna bring that left leg back first. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Bring it back, down and up for 1, 2, 3, pressing through that heel, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're gonna hold. Find that position here. That knee comes out, in, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse it up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Whew, that was brutal. All right, other side. All right, right leg's going back. Square off that front leg. Remember, as you come back, bring it down. Make sure that knee is in line with that ankle. Down and up for 2. 3, press through that heel as you stand. Squeeze at the top. 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it back. Find that position. Now you can be a little bit more upright if you have sensitive knees. Bring it down. We're going to bring it out. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pulse it. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Stretch. Go ahead and stretch it out. We are going to make our way down to the floor for some donkey kicks, some straight leg lifts, some rainbows, and some more leg work. Working those glutes today. All right, grab a sip of water if you need it. I need it. Starting with our donkey kicks. So we're gonna do everything on the right side first. So donkey kicks on the right, straight leg lifts on the right, rainbows on the right, with some pulses on the right. And then we're gonna switch to the left. Get my timer. Just that I don't have this here all day. Okay. Here we go. So on the hands and knees or on the elbows and knees, we're gonna start with that right leg going up first. So our left leg is our stabilizing leg. Here we go, starting with our bent knee. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. You can go at your own pace here. We have 50 seconds. It's gonna be the longest 50 seconds ever. So if you wanna get more reps in, you can go a little quicker. If you wanna get a little bit less, go ahead and go a little slower. Remember to keep those hips tucked under the best you can. It's gonna limit your range of motion, but that's okay because it's gonna help target those glutes. Good news, there's 10 seconds left. You can point or flex that foot for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, rock it back to your child's pose. We're gonna break for 10 seconds, and then we are going to bring it into our straight leg lifts. All right, 3, 2, 1, and leg lift. Send that leg out straight. Tap the toe, lift, tap, lift and squeeze down. Keep that knee facing the floor. And again, it's not a huge range of motion. Tap, lift. Stay strong in those shoulders. If you need a minute to breathe, take 5 seconds. And then continue. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock it back to a child's pose. All right. Nice job. All right, we're gonna go down onto those elbows, or at least one arm down, whatever is more comfortable. All right, we're gonna go. With that bent knee to the back, we're gonna just pulse it here. So holding that up, ready, set, go. Bring that leg up, bent knee position, squeezing underneath that glute. We're gonna pulse it 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how quick that little pulse is. Hold it there. We're gonna go for as long as we possibly can until you have to break. When you start to feel like you can't do any more, just do a few more and push just a little bit. We have 20 seconds. It feels like forever. I'm reaching my limit. Woo, I'm gonna breathe for 3, 2, 1. We have 10 seconds. Bring it up and pulse it out for the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and bring it back to that child's pose. All right, we are going to switch to our other leg. Now remember, at any time you can take your band off. If you don't have your band, squeeze your dumbbell behind the knee. Whew, mentally have to prepare for this side. All right, here we go. Bend knee, full range of motion on those hands or elbows. Bring it up and down. Up and down. So it's nice and slow and controlled. We're doing good. Keep it going, keep that form, nice strong core. Press those shoulders away from the floor. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, we're going into our straight leg lifts. All right. I'm procrastinating just a little bit. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg out straight behind you and squeeze and lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Slow and controlled. You may start to really feel it in this round because this was our stabilizing leg, so it's already worked. We're almost there. Fight for it. 3, 2, 1, and rock back. Whew. I'm on the struggle bus today. Nice stretch is gonna feel good after this. All right, we have our pulses coming up next. Give yourself a minute. All right, I'm gonna do this on one elbow down, one arm up to get a little bit of some rotation in there. All right, bend that knee, left leg comes up. Here we go, pulse it up. Little, teeny, tiny pulses. Think of pressing that foot up, lead with that heel. Think of holding something on that foot. Or if you are pointing your foot, think of leading with that toe. Whew. Breathe if you need to. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that was exhilarating. We are going to stretch out those thighs and those hips. Woo! All right, I'm gonna take that band off, bring it into a quick little butterfly position. All right. Whack those butterfly wings. Give yourself a stretch. And then go ahead and lay it down on your side. We are gonna finish out our glute round with some side leg lifts. And then we're gonna go into our core. So You can lay it down completely flat, rest your head in your hand. Enjoy this nice little break moment. Stack those knees on top of each other. Top leg extends out. And now we are lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. If you have a mat, think of bringing that toe right towards that bottom corner. And we want to focus on keeping that knee facing forward. Keeping that leg not turned out quite yet, because we are going to turn that leg out in just a few seconds. And we're going to rotate it into something different. All right, we have 3, 2, 1. From here, we are going to turn that leg a little bit more out to the side. Now this is going to look different on everyone. If you're more flexible, this is where you can work on your flexibility. So as high as you want to get that leg. And this is just to work on our range of motion in our hips and in our hamstrings. So yes, you're going to feel it in those glutes, but you're also going to really work on the hamstring flexibility. For 3, 2, and 1. And breathe. Switch it over to the other side. Lay it down flat. Stack those hips. Extend that leg out. Here we go. So remember that knee's facing forward. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Really not worrying about the height here. We're really just focusing on keeping that back glute engaged as we lift that leg up and down. Three, 2, 1. All right, breathe. Let that leg relax for a split second. And now we are going to rotate that hip out a little bit more straight. And we're gonna lift, bring that leg down and up. Again, a nice little stretch here. You can also feel free to give that leg a little pull. Stretch it past its range of motion. But listening and being gentle with your stretches. All right, we have 3, 2, and 1, and break. Nice job. All right, grab a dumbbell, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever you have will work. Woo. All right, I have 1 5-pounder and 2 2-pounders for our core section. All right, there we go, doing good on time. We are gonna start just flat on the ground with your heavier weight, and it's just 1 dumbbell if you have it. We are gonna hold it long ways, holding it straight above from the chest. Legs extend straight. Okay, from here, 1 leg is going to drop at a time. Slowly and controlled, bring it up. Left leg drops. We lift, bring that weight as close to the feet as possible and lower. Repeat. Now modify this by bending those knees. If you notice your low back comes up off the floor when those legs go down. Think of your back has super glue on it and you are stuck to the floor. It's gonna really help work those inner core muscles and keep your back safe during these core exercises. So remember to modify as needed. One more. Lower, lift, lower, lift, and crunch. Down, good. Bring those feet down, bring the weight down. Give yourself a second to breathe. Up. Nice job. From here, we are going to take it straight up from the chest. So this is your lighter, just whatever you have, 5, 6 pounds, nothing too heavy here. So we're going to bring our knees up to tabletop. Hold them here. Make sure that your knees are right above those hips. You should be feeling your core work in just this position alone. From here, we are going to bring that weight over the head and tap it to the floor above us. Bring it overhead, tap, and down. Now here's the hard part. Keep that rib cage down and don't let that back flare and lift off the floor. Keep it glued down to the floor. And now you can also do this without a weight if you notice that it may be a little difficult to keep your back on the floor. It's also a mobility thing as well. So if you have tight shoulders, you may not get the range of motion that you want. So if anything feels off, drop that weight down and do it non-weighted. All right, we're gonna add in a little teeny crunch here. Lift, up, down, over the head, and lift. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. We are gonna hold it here and crunch, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Bring that weight down. Bring yourself up onto those elbows. Whew. All right, square off those elbows. Feet are going to come up to your tabletop. From here, you have 2 options. We are going to tap one toe, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, and lift. Good. Make sure that that low back is still tucked under a bit, that we're not arching down at our lower spine. If you would like to make this a little bit harder, go ahead and drop both feet at the same time. Whoop. Just like that. Tap those toes. They are just gracing the floor. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Sit up. We are going to grab that weight. We're going to go side to side for our twist. And if you have taken my bar class before, you know that if twisting's not for you, go ahead and drop that weight or just hold it and pulse back and front. Sometimes twisting is not for everyone. So if this feels a little bit off or you have a sensitive low back, go ahead and leave that twist out and twist and shout. Sorry, I sometimes speak my thoughts out loud. Woo. Keep moving and keep it controlled. Core is strong. We are strong. We're getting through it. If you would like to make this harder, you're going to balance those feet in the air for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Flip it over onto your hands and knees. We are going to finish with a little plank, a little planky do, and then we're going to get into a couple push-ups and then a little bit of upper body right at the end, just to keep us balanced. All right. Hands in a high plank position first, and then we are going to lower to the floor in an elbow plank. So we have 30 seconds of each. Here we go. Bring it up. Nice high plank. Remember, you can have a wide stance with those feet. Sometimes you just have days where you feel like you can hold a plank for like 5 minutes, and then sometimes I feel like I can't even hold it for like 10 seconds. Today's one of those days. So make sure those hands are under those shoulders. Draw a line between your thumbs, place your chest over that line. Those hips a little bit lower, in line. We have 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Bring it down into the elbows. Take a nice deep breath. Bring those knees back up and hold. I want you to breathe through it. Embrace that burn because we're almost there. You have less than 12 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, rock it back, child's pose. All right, we have push-ups coming up next. Choose your push-up version. If you are working on your push-ups, you can focus on one knee down, extend that leg and bring it down and up. I love those for starting out with push-ups or knee push-ups or full push-ups. We are doing 45 seconds worth. So find every little last bit of energy you have and go for it. Here we go. And push-ups. Bring it down and up. Find that strength in your back. Press that floor away from you. Breathe as needed. We are just nearing 30 seconds. 15 seconds left. We have 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, stand it up. Grab your little dumbbells, 1s, 2s, or 3s. Or if you're feeling really, really ambitious today, you can go for 5s. Feet, a little bit of that plie in our first position. Tuck those hips under. Arms are gonna come out to the side and lower, out and in, out and in. Good. Think of leading with your pinkies. Pinkies up. Just a little bit. Keeping that core strong. Ooh. Why did 2 pounds feel so heavy today? We're almost there. All right, we have 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. Bring it into a nice wide second position. Bring it down. We are going hammer curls only. Hammer curl, up and down, up and down. And now you can always pulse with those legs if you want to get a couple little extra plies in there. Turn those palms up. So down, up, down, up. Good, we're almost there. Bring it down and hold here. Hold those palms out. We are just pulsing those weights. A little bit out to the corners now. So elbows tucked in, hands to the corners. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, full range of motion up and down. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Roll it down. Drop those weights. Take a stretch with those legs. Walk those feet in. Roll it up. Inhale. Take those arms to the back. Take a stretch here. Nice job. Oh, whew. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. That is all the time we have today. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And see you guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.